All right, so let's go ahead and chat a little bit about Chapter 7, exercise number 2. So again, I'm going to create a new Python file, and I'm going to call it ch7ex number 2.py. Again, I'm going to copy and paste just like we normally do. I'm going to select that, Control/, turn it into a comment. Obviously, we're going to be doing our conditionally executed main method. We're going to always do that. Okay, so in this one, we're going to be creating a make random function. Now, remember, if you're going to use random, you want to make sure that you import the random library. Okay, so if you're going to do a make random function, you need to create this function, make random. Okay, now I'm telling you to take in an integer as length, so you can just call it length. Okay, now what it's going to do is a for loop will loop the input length a number of times. Okay, so you're going to do for, you can do x in range length. Okay, so now you have a loop that'll loop that number of times. And then each time a random integer will be generated and appended to a new list. All right, so you're going to want to create some sort of a temp list, right? And then in here, you're going to do some sort of an appending thing, but you're, temp.append, right? Something like that. But you also need to go ahead and append to temp a random number. So the way that you do that is random.randint. And you can kind of choose where where you want to go, like 0 to 100 or whatever. You can do that. You can do that however you want to. I don't really care about that. Okay, now, but you're going to want to append this, and again, I'm not showing you how to do it because I want you to figure it out. Append to a list, okay, and then you want to return that list. So if I made temp, then I would return that list. Okay, so that's sort of your make random function. If you have trouble with that, let me know. Then you have your find mean function. I basically showed you that in one of the videos in this chapter where you take in the list, you create an accumulator, you iterate the list into the accumulator, you create an AVG variable, and then you take the accumulator divided by the length of the list, and then you return the AVG. The make tuple function, again, takes no arguments, create a tuple of 6 values, return the tuple, piece of cake. Those values can be anything. You don't need to overthink that. And then from the main method, you're going to call the make function with 10 as an argument, catch it with list 1, call it with 15 as an argument, catch it with list 2. And you're going to be doing that all in here, right? So in this make random function, you're going to be calling it here, catching it as list 1, catching it as list 2. You're going to concatenate those as a full list. You're going to find the mean of the full list. You're going to catch that return as AVG, and then you're going to make a tuple, and then you're going to print all those things out. You can kind of print them however you want to print those, okay? So those are the hints that you're going to need for the second exercise in Chapter 7. If you have any troubles, go ahead and let me know.